Alright, we're good, guys. We're good. Hey. And we got the tunes rolling. Bump it down just a smidge. But yeah, guys. We're gonna be getting going on some more KOTOR 2. I went ahead and I made a quick little. It's like my first time ever using the forget
beacons
what the
of Gondor lit.
Yo, thank you so much, Dalton, for the share on the live. Much appreciated, man. Let's go, dude. And I saw Prince coming through with, and so it begins. He's got the popcorn ready. He's ready to roll. All right, guys. Oh yeah. So I was gonna say I posted like a close to like a 1-minute video on my story on TikTok. First time ever using that I don't know what you call it. It's you click the button and it will just automatically sync your clips to the music.
Gift of honor.
This was my first
Fellowship
time
Rose
I was like, hey, all right. Did a little workout one. Ended up working out shoulders right before we got back here to hop in the stream. So, Dalton. Ooh, we got Doom. Doom's coming through with a gift. Much appreciated, Doom. And the like on the live, man. Let's go, dude. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get into this bad boy. We didn't post any clips today, guys. Because of like the stuff we had going on yesterday. There's literally cops just out and about searching. There was a search party. Well, not a legit search party, but like there were cops going up and down my road, which my road's a dead end road. No one ever travels that. And there was also a police helicopter in the air above my house at one point. So like I had a lot of stuff kind of going on, and dude, there was a lot of stuff happening. Like I was pretty distracted yesterday. And then I didn't sleep the best last night either. So, but like, yeah, basically just had a lot going on yesterday. At least today I can relax, kind of chill out, do some gaming. I don't have to worry about anything extra outside of the live stream. Dude, let's go, dude. Yeah. So, dude, craziest thing, man. Craziest thing. Like, that's not something I normally deal with. Like, I live out on a farm, you know, on a dead end road. But yeah, we're gonna get our game up. I can probably pause my tunes. We'll go ahead and switch on over to our scene here. There we go. All right, let's get our game in. We are running the hard copy. I know a lot of people are probably grinding this on PC through Steam, but we're running on OG Xbox.
We have all but destroyed
all
the
right,
Jedi
let's do this
Knights.
number, boys.
The old Republic is
Dalton, you were
crippled.
asking
They can do
cosplay
nothing to stop us now.
When's Revan
But there is
cosplay?
one thing standing in our way.
Dude, they always have like a
One
Comic-Con.
last Jedi.
Comic-Con's a thing, right? Do they have that for? I imagine they do that stuff for Star Wars. It's not something that like I do personally, but I know it's a thing. All right, dude, it's kind of dope they got Nihilus on the main menu here. Oh, dude, I gotta bump this up. There we go. You said you want to find a cool Revan cosplayer, dude. Hell yeah. Or you can just have AI put Keanu Reeves in as Revan, and have like AI kind of like put out different dude, you can. He's like, me and you. You go Revan, I'll go Scion. Dude, it would be sick to get that helmet. If they have like a legit Revan helmet out there. Even just to have it up on like a display case would be sick. But yeah, dude, let's I'm just checking my audio real quick. I think we're all right. So there's places that make them. Dude, that's dope. I didn't know that, Dalton. Hell yeah. Also, I'm gonna test my lights real quick. You guys won't see it on camera, but all right, perfect. I just want to make sure I got those working. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's do this. We got our game 3. I think that might have been it. 17 hours, 30 minutes. Yep, that was it. So we're in the middle of this. I don't know, where are we? We're actually at the building in Dantooine. It's the actual, what is it, like a Jedi temple or Jedi Academy that we're actually in right now? But I think we about had this all. Oh, it's the Enclave. Yes, Prince. There we go. I could not think of like the proper word for that. But yeah, dude, at the Enclave, we're basically we've gone through most of it, I think. I remember last night I just wanted to save here. I didn't want to deal with these. I didn't want to deal with these guys down here. I was just like, you know what? I'm just kind of tired, and I wanted to end the night. But we were pretty close to having this done. And I think we'd be going on next to the caves. Also, I'm gonna pull up my stream for playback as well. Make sure we have everything up and working. I'm pretty sure we do. Yep, let's go. Alright, and I even got YouTube chat pulled up. There we go. Although I think that should kind of come through now with the rest of the chat.
Dalton used blinker.
Alright, bet.
Here we
Dalton.
go.
Bet Dalton. Let me heat. I got a preheat.
3, 2, 1.
I should have gave myself a preheat timer too. I'll go ahead and rip. It's not heated. Ready, Dalton? Ready? You can't see it. You can't see it on camera. That makes me so mad. I'm over here blowing smoke straight up. You just can't see it, man. It's unfortunate. Maybe the day I get like better lighting, Dalton, we'll be able to see smoke going straight in the air after I do that. And I could always take a hard hit, but I'm not that would hit me too hard, you know? My tolerance isn't that great. It never has been. So for the preheat, you should do like Obi-Wan saying hello there, and then the blink. Oh yeah. Have Obi-Wan come in. I like it, Dalton. I like it. I will. You said don't die in stream, bub. I will. I'll survive. I'll survive. But that's why, like, normally I'm not taking real hard hits. I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to make it through the stream. What's going on? Guys, game's lag. It's lagging. I gotta pause it. It's lagging hella hard. I can't stop. Guys. Yeah. You said that you should just do hello there. I feel like that'll really throw you off when. Oh, dude, it would. It would make me think that someone's just entering the chat. You know, like that's the kind of like thing it would put in my brain. It's like, oh wait, someone's in chat, and then I go up and then I'd see exclamation point blinker and be like, oh yeah, it's that time. I'm gonna save here. Just because like when I opened that door, there was a lot going on, so I don't know. This is great. It might be like something I mess with for a minute. Why can I not move? Why can I not move? What? Why am I stuck? Guys, it's bugged. It's bugged. Come on now. It's so bugged. There we go. I still can't move. I still can't move. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Guys, I don't know what's happening. I'm literally stuck. If you guys have any idea on how I can You have any idea how I can fix this? Use the basic attack with melee. Okay. I'm still stuck. It's still not letting me move. Brute Force Scream. Maybe we run Force Scream, run Plague. Drain life by that point because we'll be hurting. Do that. Hopefully, I was hoping that would get the group. Real quick. Here we go. Let's pull out our usables. Oh, went past them. And I went past them again. There we go. Advanced med. Is it reload? What do you mean reload? Take control of a side character. It might let the AI move the character unlock. Gotcha. We'll run her. We'll run stasis. Another stasis. Another stasis. Start freezing old boys over here so they can't move. Still can't get them, bro. That's insane. It's like you're not guaranteed. It feels less likely for me to like get a move off now. Dude, stasis is always nice as hell, but like this game compared to the first game, guys, I feel like we're less likely for our moves to actually. It's less likely for our moves to actually land. That's what it feels right. That's how it feels right now. It's like our chances went from like a roll of like 4 on a die to our chances being like a roll of 10 on a die. Like that's how it feels right now with our hits and misses. Maybe that's how it's meant to be. Or maybe these specific creatures are just that OP. I know we're not very high level either right now, so still got a long ways to go for sure. Okay, storage room. All right. It's a journal. Oh, they just snuck past the. Oh, I guess we could have done that. We probably could have just stealthed the whole thing, right? Stealth it and pick up demos. Also glad to see it worked. And you're saying the deadly ones live up to their name. That's why people are so terrified of them down here.
What?
So nah, there's a droid lab. Oh, gotcha. Let's see what's over here. Because clearly the mines are here to block us off. I'm gonna recover it. Atten is our demolition man. Technically he's got demo and stealth, but I'm not gonna worry. I don't want to worry too much about stealth. I've never been too worried about it. I've just known like if I learn the game and get good enough, I won't need stealth. Like there's gonna be other ways to get through some of these areas. Oh yeah. Where's my guy? He's about to deal some damage.
I hear you.
Leg, hit him with that lightning. Said it certainly can be helpful if you want to hack and such. Gotcha. Alright, enter command. Power relay station terminal. This is the main one. Open storage room. We can overload terminal. Why would we ever do that? Let's access that work log. View the pending work log. View prior work logs. Connection failed. Alright. Okay, here we are again. Open storage room door. Reason, command failed. Reason, security door is non-responsive. Please contact the head technician to resolve this issue. Alright, well, that's pointless. Man, that's completely locked up, ain't it? Well, you can use the droids as kamikazes. Dude, that sounds crazy. I wonder. I actually think I might have been through here already. Let me check that map real quick. I want to see where we're at in the Enclave. Oh no, we have not been here already. And that's the storage room. Power relay station. Push forward, I guess. What's this in here? Looks like just a pile of absolutely nothing. That's cool. That's nothing. Guys, what? Oh my god. Okay. I thought I was just running into an invisible barrier. I thought that's what started to happen for a second. I was gonna be worried we were gonna be stuck. Alright. Will no doubt be interested in getting your hands on the bodies. Okay. You can tamper with the will so that all of the salvagers' possessions go to you. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll do that. Don't mind me, guys. Oh, I want 100% tampered with that. Dude, let's go, Prince. That's free loot, man. Free loot. Could be credits, could be... Man, like, we'll take anything at this point because we're not very far.
What is it?
Security. We'll run Plague. It's like, what, force sliding? Yeah, just run straight up to him. Alright, let's do it. He's out. Okay, we gotta go over here. Looks like there's a door we can maybe open. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, cool. See, there's the droid bay that you're talking about, Prince. And there's that's the storage room. So you use the droids to get to the storage room, possibly. That's what it sounds like. Got more enemies, alright. We'll just shock them all.
Yes.
I gotta upgrade that stasis. Dude, I really want a high stasis. Get that stasis field, that's gonna be so nice. Okay, where am I at on the map now? Okay, so I could just turn left here. Oh yeah, there's more stuff down here. Average frag mine. Let's pick it up. I don't know if my character can. Oh, he's not gonna need to. Nope, I was wrong. Let's get adding. Cover mine, there we go. Saphir's cheaper than stasis. And earlier to unlock AoE stun, gotcha. Are you talking about upgrading, if I upgraded fear?
Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Hey, we got some chemicals.
Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Also, Russian, I see you. I saw you come through with the chat much earlier. I apologize if I saw that a little bit late. Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully, you've been having a great night so far, dude. The next level should be horror insanity after the Yep. Okay, so that is like the route. That is a good route to take at least. Gamorrean war gloves.
Let me
Here we
take
go.
care of
Open
this.
that foot
Pure
locker.
Pazak.
Get our repair kit. Well, I think that was it, unless I can loot one of these skeletons. But I can't do that. And then down here, it kind of connects this whole area. Cool. So until stasis field is available, it's harder to resist. Oh, than insanity. Well, I don't even remember if I could get into that droid bay. Maybe I couldn't remember if it was like even giving me the option to get in. Let me grab my character. I'll run night speed, see where we're at, and then we gotta go all the way up to droid bay. Okay. We'll run fast.
Brave to the perils of the sublevel.
Dude, what's this?
Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates.
Dude, I probably should have
For
saved.
now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
Ooh, he doesn't. Okay. I'm afraid your death won't be.
So, this is your threat?
Yes.
Is Terra what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing.
No, they
about
don't. They
Jedi
don't know
in
anything,
their
man.
ways.
We're not
And
good. We're not
now,
Jedi anymore.
We shall fight.
Well, okay. He's got a bunch of thugs with him. You know what I could just do? Hey, Atten, you wanna toss a nade
I hear
real
you.
quick? Oh, shit. I'm about to run, no, I don't want to waste, I don't need to do that. Hold on. Just run lightning. That's Garvik. Oh, so Garvik, he just comes back at us? Like, what a jerk, bro. I'm just gonna run, Night Valor with her. Ooh. Night Valor. And then I can do, I'm not even gonna worry about. We'll run that, and then we'll run Stasis. Kind of get her a bunch of stuff to go. He's gonna toss some nades. Actually, we're gonna change this up. We're gonna go here. We'll go here. We'll go here. Garrett, dude, Garvik's about to go down so fast. They don't know, dude. We just slapped them all with lightning, and they were dead in 2 moves. That's insane to me. Like, I don't feel like I should be that powerful with it. We got credits, Sith War Sword. Let's loot all their bodies. Yes, give me all the loot. Guys, we're gonna be loot goblins. What we got here then? Is that to the sub level? No, it's just to the courtyard. It's there's nothing else that I need to do, right? Slice the will to indicate that the salvager left his, oh yeah. Lost in the shadows, among the bodies of 3 mercenaries, you found a data pad that contains orders from Asgul to capture Brook alive. Yes, okay, we got that. Crafting a lightsaber. Ooh. Still need a lens fixture. After the lightsaber is built, you will be able to enhance it with upgrades, but lightsaber upgrade items cannot be used in its original creation. Okay, so can I actually fast travel back to the Ebon Hawk and then go ahead and craft my lightsaber? Or do I still need another part? Also, ASDF, crazy username. He said, hit us with your best, I don't know what that is. Shaka Baka? I don't know what you're talking about. See, Solru is a war veteran, which farm equipment bonus mission. Okay, and I don't know if we are gonna fix that or not. But then we got cave crawling. Looks like we still have to go to the caves there. We are also still looking for more HK-47 parts. These are the Twi'lek sound in the game. Oh. Yeah, no, though I don't know enough about it to be able to give you my best impression of that. I haven't talked to them enough. Or just alien language in general. Telos, yes, did that. Alright. So really, I should just be able to leave here, go to that cave. I mean, I think that's what I'm going to aim for, is go for the I assume it's just going to be that crystal cave from KOTOR 1. Got a feeling I still got lots of more areas or ground to cover on this map. Alright, I'm just gonna run night speed. I think we should have already gone this way. The enclave as well. Back to their camp. We're gonna talk to them. Alright, who's... We gotta talk to her up front. Right here.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you.
I don't like
the
this
sub
person.
levels yet?
You
Or
said
did
go,
you suddenly
go,
develop some sense?
Farther past the scavengers, and there will be another group with another exit to the right. Gotcha. All right, bet.
It's a shame about them. You have?
Managed to find them down there. You're tougher than you look. I have 1,000 credits for their bodies and their personal effects. I think I'll hold on to them. Dude, why would we hold on to them? Like, does holding on to them do us anything? It might get us dark side points. I'm gonna say I think I'll hold on to them.
Suit yourself. But, who else will want a couple of corpses? What? Who is that? You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense? Certainly. Take your...
What's she selling over here? I had a one robe. Oh, that's crazy. Crystal. Oh, yes. Never mind, that costs way too many credits, guys. We cannot do that. Well, we can do this other stuff too. I guess there's other crystals. Is there a red? Give me a red crystal. How about that? Officials. Maybe I go violet. I want red. I want red so bad. Just for fun. Alright, there we go. And I don't think she really has much else. Although this crystal would have been nice with all those buffs. Alright, so we'll just run further past them. Or no, we gotta go the other way. We're heading out here. So they go farther past, and there should be another group with another exit to the right. To the right's where the Kunda Plains is where I came from. You could also go straight out here and then turn right as well. I guess I haven't been that way. I don't even know if you can. No, you go to those rocks and you're forced. Okay. So did you do the cave? I have not, Danny. I have yet to find the cave. I'm gonna come out here though. I haven't been over here yet. Oh, they're dead. Not worried about it. There we go. These guys really aren't bad to take out. Oh, I am almost dead though. Holy cow. Where's our inventory stuff? Usables. Get to them. Advanced med pack, just like that. He's not doing it. He's not using it. Quit. He kept changing my next move. Like it was changing my next move automatically. And I wanted to do force lightning just to get this done with, so we don't die. All right. Heals for sure.
I hear you.
Okay. I'll go ahead and run the antidote kit. No need to like run out of health right now. Don't forget drain life. Oh yeah, that's true. What's up here by the rocks? Is there anything around here? Let's use it on this guy. First one. Hey, there's something big going on over here.
Say the word.
What is it?
Yep. Alright.
Can I help you?
Oh, there's a bunch of
Just trying to
Mandalorians.
At least there's still people in the
Oh
galaxy
shit.
who know how
Okay.
value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
I was ready to run in and fight everyone, man.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
Damn,
You're
dude.
looking for work too. Just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Most of us are veterans of the
Let's hear
Jedi
about the
Civil War.
mercenaries.
Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Who's your
A
leader?
sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War.
Damn.
He knows how to wage war.
Ooh, okay. I like this guy already. Except for someone who you don't have yet.
We had a contract with the Republic. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore.
Oh,
I hear
boy.
they have no credits. We find ways to divert ourselves.
See what they do between jobs
A lot of us
here.
find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're
Damn,
spread
okay.
out.
They're all over the place, man.
I have time to kill.
He's got time to kill. What's he gonna say about
What
this?
if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around.
We
You've
told
seen
them that
them, right?
we
They're weak.
We think that they're basically causing problems to the settlers. They're weak. He's calling them. Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. This isn't a failing. They're also pathetic. I think you have the right idea.
You sound like a flaming so the galaxy is...
I should have gone with the other one. The other option, guys. Dang. Okay, what else we got here? There's a big old camp they got here.
I'm not paid to talk to you. Move. I'm not paid to talk to you. Move along.
I can't wait for this sound.
Smells like another salvager.
Ease off, Nalik. There's
Oh,
better
boy.
sport than this one.
Oh boy.
I don't need help to take out a mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
He called us a mud licker? Bro.
You
Persuade.
fighting any wars?
Persuade.
I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager.
Ooh.
Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers.
It's like sides
Most
don't
of us
matter
mercenaries
much.
work with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war.
Damn, dude.
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler.
An
I've had about
uppity
enough of their
settler,
attitude.
bro.
So I
Do
figured
they
blasting one of
really
them
hate-
would have done me some
They
good.
hate people on this planet.
It's been a while since we've had work.
Alright, so...
You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not gonna answer you.
Oh, okay. You want to answer my question?
I want to answer your question. My head. I don't know
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we got him.
I hear
We got him, bro.
rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far though, because we're expecting to attack soon.
Oh, shit. Well, guys, he just revealed their master plans. That's nuts. I love the fact that we could use our Force Persuader right there, and it worked no problem.
I told you what I know. Someone rich and powerful. We're not gonna have to hit up settlers for food and supplies anymore. I don't feel so well. I feel dizzy. I gotta go now.
To join them? You can join them?
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. What if we do?
They're also pathetic, and you have the right idea.
You're really not so bad, you know?
See what he
They
says.
make our life difficult. They need to learn respect for those with superior strength.
There's some prep work, gotcha. After you do the cave, okay, bet. Oh, and the cave's in the corner, gotcha, Danny. Bet. Count me in. won't be back there. I think that's like the edge of the map there. But then I have, oh, looks like another exit. Another way like to a different section of the map. Do I have to go kind of middle and north? Okay, I didn't know whether to go like to this next section of the map or if I needed to go the Kunda Plains. Is that where? All right, go forward. Okay, let's do it. All right. Oh, we're moving on to this next area. I feel like we're moving along tonight. Dantooine was once a tranquil world. Oh, alright, we're in. We're in, boys. Oh, dude. So many places I feel like we can go. I take out just all. Maybe I just take out all the enemies first. Get some. Maybe get like a level up or something. It's a guy with a speeder up and left. A side quest. Gonna want adding in. Oh, for influence. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Nah, I got you at. Don't worry. Don't worry, brother. There you go. Bro, they're just everywhere. What's it? What's it got me close to? Okay. Here we go. Stop us decided. It's the speeder. Is that what that is? That's a speeder. Who's this guy?
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that.
It looks
You
like
shouldn't
Jolie
be out here
Bindo.
Anyway. This is
Or
Kinrad
Bendo.
territory.
Jolie Bendo.
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here.
Alright, see what he says.
One of the western fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
I'm gonna say, why are
I'm
you
one of
still
the
looking at
Kunda
it?
militia. They need all the able bodies they can get. I was a Republic custom inspector before I came back home. Now I'm the closest thing the militia's got to investigating.
Okay. And do you suspect foul
I do.
play?
The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you.
Alright.
I've carefully
So directly
searched this
behind
area
you,
and
go
haven't
straight as
found
far as
anything.
possible. The turn
Maybe
right
our
without
man
leaving
just
the section.
got
Gotcha.
stuck.
Looks like we ran into an airplane audio, but we just hit 1,000 lights.
Willing to keep an eye out for something. Hmm?
That's what Lumia's got popping up here. We did just hit a little milestone. Dude, hell yeah. Alright.
I doubt you'll be able to find it. If you find any of them, just come back here.
We'll pay
I'll
1,000
pay you
credits for each
1,000
one.
credits for each one you
Fine.
can find.
Even if they're broken. Alright.
No idea.
He's got no
whatsoever.
idea.
I figure it's a
Alright. Okay. And just accept it. Move on. So behind me, back right corner, I see an opening, I think. Crash site, that's to Enclave Courtyard. Alright, let's go. By the tree, bet. I appreciate it, Danny. Oh yeah, I see that little opening right there. Take these guys out. Dude, hell yeah. Crystal Cave, here we are once again. This should look familiar. Dude, so I imagine we'll get all kinds of stuff from this cave. I remember getting like a variety of different items in the first game, so I can only imagine like what we'll get for loot in here. Oh, okay. I don't really care if he's walking past him unharmed, because I'm still gonna see there's treasure. Ooh, bet. Sit talk to him. Okay. Go get him. There's a pile of rubble. Ooh, we got atmospheric sensors. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, oh my gosh. Let's keep running.
Yes. Just say the word.
Just wiping them all out, man.
Say the word.
But now, we might as well go ahead and run that heal.
Just say the word.
Then we save our level up. Said it will be a happy memory. Gotcha. Sweet. Yo, what up, doll? Welcome back to the stream, man. Hey, we just got some credits. What do we got back here? Oh no, Dalton, your game crashed. Let's go back up here. Kill that viper. Check him out. Oh. Here's the guy.
Yotapak mito, hai best nika dochi mapao krawe nosha. What a lord chiba fuso bachila nuba chubanok.
Okay.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin
Crystal caves are
wanima
filled
orata
with
wakata
kinwrath.
chilumali.
All right. I mean, that's no problem for us.
Krempawi chosimorangta weba gonorim.
It's such a pleasure to meet a fellow lunker. Aren't the crystals in these caves absolutely fascinating? You're a devil for most of the mercenaries I've met.
Yatuka
The explorer and
chotin
scientist.
wanima orata wakata.
His profession as a mercenary enables him to travel. Ooh. What do you know about the other mercenaries? You mentioned crystals.
Yatuka
Crystals in this
uwanrika
cave are
chotin
unlike any
wanima
you've ever
orata
seen. Some are warm to the touch, while
wakata.
others are freezing. They seem drawn. They seem to draw and contain energy of some sort, but the energy you speak of is the force. I sense some small force potential within you. Wouldn't speak of the force if I were you. Most of my mercenary brethren would assume you were a Jedi and try to collect a bounty on you. Ooh. The Kinrath didn't attack him. He says it's a trade secret. He's afraid he can't share it. Damn. You'll tell me your trade secret? Oh? Yo, what up, Low Taper Fade? Hey, Low Taper Fade, guess where I got this mask at? Guess where I got my character's mask at? I think does he? I want to say Darth Maul, but I feel like you're gonna go a different direction this time, Almid, because you know I'm already thinking that. Did you buy? I bought it at the Darth Mall. That's where I got that mask. Okay, but anyways, you will tell me, or I will slice you up and feed you. That's crazy. We can force persuade or persuade. I am an explorer like you. You can share your secret with me. Force persuade. I will tell you my trade secret. Bet. Comment Kinra. Odor eliminate. Oh, it's a gland? Carrying the Kinra scent gland allows me and other mercenaries to avoid notice by the local Kinreth population. That's cool. So the KOTOR Darth Maul mod is on Nexus. It's neat. Damn. Prince, he said now have him handed over. Gotcha. What do you know about the other? Alright, so do you have an extra scent gland I could use? Sadly, I only have one gland on my person, which I need to keep the Kinreth from attacking me. I could extract another for you, but the process takes several hours. You will give me your gland. Alright, here it is. Careful. Oh my god, he's giving it to us. Prince, let's go, bro. Let's go. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hell yeah, dog. Ice cream from the Darth Maul ice cream shop. Oh. Alright, so we just forced him to give it to us, basically, by force persuading him. My deepest apologies. My need is greater than yours. No, I think I'll keep it. I hear the Kinrath coming, worm. You better run for it. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. I was about to tell him to run. He's freaking out. Look at him, bro. Look at him. Yes. Yes, it killed him. Dark side points gain. Dude, that was awesome. That was too great. Too good, man. Too good. What up, A1? That's Dalton's command. Oh, yeah. It won't even touch me now. That's cool. There's some rebel. Is it... Oh, Dalton, you soft locked the game. That sounds crazy. I'm sorry about that. So maybe his, but you're using it. LOL. All right, let me save while I'm here. Save on game 1. Dude, I swear in like our character's little screenshot when you see like dark side, light side, like he looks evil. He looks pretty evil, pretty twisted, man. Look at him. He looks pissed. Did hide behind the counter, the bar counter? Alright, what do we got going here? How far does this go again, or do we have to uncover? Okay, we don't actually know. There's a mercenary encampment, and then to the Kunda Plains. Said no, the one on the Emmett Hawk? Guy knows ball. Master Vrook is enclosed in a force field. A prisoner.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
Oh man, that Jedi belongs in his cage. Should I say that? Dude, I'm about to say that.
I know that you settlers have a score to settle with Jedi. Trust me, this one's gonna suffer.
I can't let you take... Oh, she said this one's gonna suffer? You know your cage won't hold him. He's an elite Jedi master. I'm afraid imprisonment isn't good enough. He must die. I'll let you go about your business, and I hope he enjoys Narshada. Damn. Oh, you said you can stem up and heal. She's tough. You can just run away from her, and she'll have pathing issues. Gotcha. Low taper fade. You just take advantage of that. Hell yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, I might say I'm afraid imprisonment isn't good enough. He must die. Dude, I like that.
I can understand how you feel, but he's worth a lot less to us if he's dead. So we're not gonna kill him.
That's what she
and
says.
We're definitely not gonna let you kill him.
I'm about to say you have no choice in this matter. You're all dead. I think that's the one, guys. That's the voice line right there.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Hell yeah. Guess what? Improved force scream. Well, dark side points gained. Hell yeah.
I hear you.
Run Night Valor, and then we'll run what? Who's down? Adden? Who's got Adden, bro? Oh, a homie got like quadruple teamed, bro. Like, he was done for, man. That's tough. Actually, I can just run heals. So Adden is squishy, but if you master his sneak attack mechanic, he's very deadly. Gotcha. He's got no health. What do we got left here? Alright, we got stasis to run. And look at him. Look at him. Atten came back. He's still around. We can run heals for him. There we go. Stasis, baby? Should have worked. She got stuck in. Oh. Gotcha. That's how you cheese it. Damn. I'm chilling, though. I'm chilling.
Yes.
Look at that. Both dead. My force lightning attack is cheesy enough, guys. I think it'll do. We're insane. We're insane. I love it.
Everything I thought about you. You were a stain to the reputation of the Jedi Order. I may have been caged, but I was never helpless. Guard yourself, exile.
Yo, let's go, boys.
I don't know why you think I'd tell you anything.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you.
Yeah, you
Your
did.
loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Ah, he's just being mean, guys. We gotta kill him now.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel any power in you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant.
Oh, man.
So long ago.
Oh, you're talking about that echo.
You and your connections were often the subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused
Typically
the Force
use
to
energy
stir within
resistance
you
and
again.
plague to even the playing field. Nice, Prince. Alright. Where are all the Jedi? What happened to the Jedi?
You've seen the end of your trial? Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge?
Oh, man.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Oh, of course. Does it really matter if you tell me only one of us will be leaving here alive?
Fine.
That's
There's
success,
little I can
guys.
tell you.
Success.
Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations will not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it.
Where are all the Jedi? Why are all the Jedi in hiding?
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe.
Oh.
It is you and all those allied with you that hide and must be found.
Man, he's already just calling us out, man. Alright.
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you are bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal. Yo. Got your Prince? Dalton, you said you got your saber? Let's go, bro. We don't even have a lightsaber. Yes, my connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. You are deluded to think it would be lethal. Still,
You recommend going double blades, North Ball style?
Others was always a subject
Low
of
taper?
discussion,
Hell yeah,
even
dude.
when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a
Let's go,
punishment
Dalton.
of a
You're ahead of me already. Let's go, dude.
bond that ties two lives together. Such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a bond would be impossible. Perhaps it is done to eat. Still,
Oh,
it
we
is
already talked to him
possible
about that. Okay. I've heard enough. Prepare to die. I think we're good. Watch this. Because now we can basically leave off from here in case we die multiple times. Just trying to figure out the strategy on this. Alright. I'm going to save here and then we can just do this fight over and over. I think we'll always be... Yeah, we'll be decently prepared. Except for that lightsaber, we can't... I don't know how to deal with that. I might run night speed. And then force lightning. And then we'll run... let's just do like a scream, plague. She's gonna run...
I hear you.
We're gonna run Valor. Energy resistance after. What's he
You
doing?
become strong again, but I know not how. This isn't over, Exile.
He's running? He sucks? Oh, you said plague as first defense. Man, we barely did anything to him and he ran off. Guys, that's not fair. You said keep thinking that? Are you telling me there's gonna be a harder fight against him later on? I think that's what's gonna happen. He might be. I bet he ends up being the final boss on this area. We'll take him out. Oh, you said you never said that. In quotes. There we go. Ooh, alright. Ooh, that's part of a journal entry. Let's go. I think we just completed a side quest. Where have I not been? Nice, Dalton. I don't know who that is yet, but I'm sure I'll find out. So you gotta go back to the corner. Yep. That map. There we go. Oh, we got different ways we can go run here. Let's also press the right stick when playing it. Oh. Oh shit! I thought we could run right past him, no problem, man.
Poison.
Oh, here we go. Got more credits. Or Hivekin Wrath. Or even worse. I'm gonna run Plague. Drain Life, Force Lightning. Come on now. Can she freeze him? Run that stasis maybe? Never mind. Dude, we're rocking level ups on everyone now. Got more rebel credits.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you.
Ooh, what up, Domri?
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here.
What's up, buddy?
I sensed that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression
My dog's
behind
like
in the
sitting
crystals.
right next to me down below.
Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Alright. More about these crystals. You said the crystals absorb the force. I feel strange, but not weaker.
The crystals here do not drain force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned
you can
to the
ask her
force.
or Kriya for more details. Oh, you're talking about she's blind but sees through the force. Yeah, low taper. Dude, yeah. It's what's funny is like she said that she could heal her eyes, but she feels like she would just be distracted if her eyes were healed, you know? And so she prefers to just keep herself blind, which is really cool. To not Kriya, LOL. Wait, what? Okay, but anyways, they attune those attuned to the force. Okay.
The crystals here are infused with the force.
Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say okay, I guess. It's a achieve. Don't pay attention to. Oh, gotcha. What do you mean? I already came across that, Dalton. Or you guys talking about something else completely different? Oh no, you're talking about your new you're talking about Vices. New character, new party member. I'm assuming. You'll see after the first master has been consumed. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, Nihilus, I see you. Oh, they said someone else. So you're telling me someone else like Kriya is also blind and uses the Force to see? 'Cause I already know Kriya does that. But yeah, alright, cool. Take these guys out. Not too bad. Got level up. Skills, we got 5 remaining points. Alright. Awareness, persuade, repair, run. 2 on security now. Look at that. Attention. Makashi lightsaber form. You've been granted the following power in this level. Alright. What else we got unlocked, guys? There's a force redirection ability. We can choke. We already got plague. Still can't upgrade to Force Storm just yet. We got Drain Life, but we have yet to unlock. We have yet to get to level 18. So, damn. I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe I should run. I can just run Choke to work up to Kill. Redirection is always solid, but Choke has status impact similar to Plague. Good combo, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna run Choke. I'll do that. There'll be another little upgrade for that too. Look at this, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna hit 1. Can we do Choke? Let's do Choke. I didn't do much. And we'll Plague. Hit him with that lightning, bro. No, change the Force lightning. What's he doing? That's all we got, bro. Okay, well, cool. Kriya went down. Strength, stamina, constitution +4. There we go. We'll run. Boom. Oh. Oh, we got a med pack here. Okay. Got him. Kriya, you come back now, please. Maybe she won't. I don't know. We just got a new crystal. Love when the alignment goes to black. Here she is. Oh, sweet, dude. Let's keep healing. Save our level up even. Let's break the eggs for red crystals. Gotcha.
Just say the word.
Where? Where is this Kinrath? Bash, bro. Bash. That's clearly not it, because I didn't get anything. Unless you can loot them? I don't know. Or maybe it's just a chance you get a red. You're in the Crystal Cave, Dalton? Hell yeah. Dude, let's go, man. Only thing you can do is smash it. Okay. Get anything from it? No. Crystals. Crystals, give me all the loot. Is there nothing? There's nothing there. Ginrath egg. Bash it. So check your feedback log. My journal? Is that what you mean? Last Jedi, you encountered Master Varuk on Dantooine, but the coward fled before you could defeat him. No way to leave Dantooine. He cannot stay hiding for long. He will have to face you soon. Okay. All right. Should be in menu by dialogue. X. All right, messages. There we go. Dialogue, feedback. Is it left or right chat? It's combat. What are we looking at exactly? Guess it was only in KOTOR 1. Are you just trying to look for proof that I got something from breaking the eggs? Gotcha. Because, like, realistically, I'm just bashing them and getting nothing, right? Like, I figured it'd be popping up with something for me. If I was adding something to my inventory. Alright, let's bash it. There we go. Anything? Nothing. I don't know. I think that's... I unlooted all of them. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's my crystal.
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
Ooh. Blah. Bah. I gained a pet crystal? I hope I don't have to feed it. Dude's wild. I don't need this. Do you want it? Okay.
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow.
I like that. That's cool.
This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Bet.
Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve. The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
Light, dude. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Is there any other loot right here? Nope, not at all. Well, guys, I think that's everything here in this area. We didn't loot any red crystals, but I might have already bought a make sure
Dalton used blinker. Here we go.
Lightsaber and like let her fiddle with it. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Dalton. Timer's going. Hey, stream froze for a sec. Let's go, Dalton. Hell yeah, dude. All right. So I think pretty much. Let me pull up that map. Dude, there's like nowhere else for us to go. Oh, we have that one arm of the cave to explore. Okay. So we grabbed everything from the cave. You said you always break stream. Dude. No, I love it, Dalton. Hell yeah, man. Was it... Oh, I could turn left here. Got him. Got him. Keep on him moving. They're not dropping any loot. Now we can head this way. Nope, just more loot. Okay, there was nothing else. Alright. Now we just run back. That's the whole cave. I mean, I figured, I don't know, I thought there was gonna be even more stuff to loot than that, at least in the section with all the crystals. So expect a little introduction. Gotcha. Alright, go ahead. Back to the Kunda Plains. I gotta see like what places I have yet to go. Jedi Enclave on Dantooine was destroyed by Malik during the Jedi Civil War. Plundered the ruins looking for Jedi relics. Damn, dude, he like really went out of his way to just mess everything up on Dantooine.
I've heard reports of, and I am Ascool,
As
leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
Bet Ascool, I'm gonna take you down, bro. What do you want with me? I've learned that you are planning an assault on Kunda.
That is correct, and I want you to help me.
I kinda want to. I kinda want to help them. That's what I'm saying, Prince. That's what I'm saying, man.
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia.
Alright.
And I'm committed to taking Kunda.
Alright.
It is inevitable that I will
That's
succeed.
what's in it for you.
If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services.
What do you have in mind?
There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us.
Alright.
Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps.
Alright. Should I say lie and just say, okay, I'll help you? So you want me to destroy the
Deal
gun
with the
turrets?
turrets, however you see fit.
Okay.
Just keep them from pestering my men.
Alright.
Decide quickly. I have a slaughtered up.
To lie and help them anyways, gotcha. I just feel like feels like a dark side thing to do.
Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our
bet.
assault. I warn you not to keep me waiting.
Okay.
Well maneuvered. With both the mercenaries and the militia counting on your aid, you can influence the outcome of the situation as you see fit.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah. Alright. Dope. Do we go ahead and help? Go ahead and help and just go into battle? Now recover all the mines. What do you mean? Like, whenever I go into battle? Is that what you mean? Like, when I head there? Go to the officials building.
Are you ready?
Or do I actually have to go there right now and do that? Or do I actually just start it here and then I go and do it? Oh, prep work is needed. Alright.
Return to me when you are ready.
Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to the building right now. Most XP, gotcha. Do I need to go to the crash site? Or no, I have to go to Kunda. That's where it's at. Okay. Main entrance. What's the fastest way? Just fast travel to the Ebon Hawk. You can go straight there. Said yep. Alright. Let's do it. Dude, this game feels slow and I wanna... Wait, where can I fast travel to the Ebon Hawk? Where does it actually give me the fast travel? Where's my fast travel option at? So you can't fast travel in this one? Gotcha. Oh, I thought you could. Enclave, courtyard, or crash site? They took it away and gave health regen. Gotcha. Where's the crash site exactly? I don't remember what the fastest way unless I have to go to the courtyard first. You just walk there. Oh shit. So part of the map just connects up top. Let's go ahead and just use night speed. Run through this. Let's go. Atten's got this. This is cool. This is nifty. They won't even know what hit them. And we gained a shit ton of mines. Atten's gonna need... I want to check his armor real quick. I want to say we can upgrade it. But although it's got damage immunity 10% versus fire, which is nice. Alright. You always... Low Taper said you always enjoyed this planet. It's cool seeing how the planet changed after KOTOR 1. Dude, for sure. It's like it feels the same, yet it feels so different. Same planet, it's like different experience. How do I take out those turrets? Side security entrance? There's no access port here for this turret, so it must be controlled from inside the outpost. Demolitions, sabotage the turret. That's what I'll do. Success, you rig the turret to overload the next time it fires. I bet. The room should unlock after speaking to boss lady. You mean if I've already spoke to her, they should already be good to go? Which I think this one is. No same thing before. Gotta talk again. Oh, a second time? Said in prep for attack that you lead. Oh. Can I not do anything? Oh, there we go. Fence turret. Sabotage it. There we go. Now we got some more mines. Dude, this is insane. We're gonna have so many mines. We could just, I mean, we could use them. We could sell them. Like, there's no saying like what we can use them for. Because we'll either run them in battle at some point, or we'll just sell them off for credits. Let's go.
What is it?
Alright, so do you know why younglings love using mines? Low taper fade. I didn't even know younglings used mines. Shouldn't they be in school? Because they're minors. They're finding these scavenging parts. Alright, is there any, they didn't tell us to do anything else, did they? Okay, Defense Secunda, you've learned that the mercenaries have entered into a secret alliance with the exchange. Alright, all preparations made, they were just waiting for a signal. Undoubtedly, your actions may have served as a catalyst. So it should go inside. Okay. This is militia. Dylan?
What do you want?
Never mind. She's got nothing new.
Don't cause any more trouble.
Alright. I had nothing interesting to say. Nothing's changed since the last time I was here at this place, in this outpost. So did you talk to the merchant? I think I talked to him at one point.
This is Mikau. I have found the exile.
I thought I did, at least. I at least talked to some merchant. Someone I could buy stuff from. Said, OMG, that was Karth. Ew, Atten? Atten is Karth? Settler, disciple. What the world? Solru. Setting up the hologram? Oh. Let me go back through. I didn't know there was a hologram somewhere. I don't know where you saw that. Talk to Solru. Oh, in the cutscene. You asked for Karth, and Mom says we have Karth at home, but it's just Atten.
Any luck on getting
Karth
my modulator
2.0.
back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help.
Alright. Some questions about that, actually.
What do you want to know? It's right next to the... Any luck on getting my... I'm just glad that...
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I killed him. I killed him, Prince. Or maybe I don't remember.
Terena told me you've been searching for her friend. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to put that on hold for now, as I've been telling Terena. I've just received solid proof that the mercenaries are planning to annihilate Kunda. We need your help.
Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
Alright. It's not adequate. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. I'll check out Kunda's defenses then. So I'm thinking.
Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Sarah.
We're gonna unleash hell on these people. No way. So we can get to the medical lab, storage, the defense droid station and workbench. Oh my gosh. We have access to everything, guys. One does not simply ignore the like button. Dope. Guys, thank you so much for the likes coming through over there on TikTok. Let's go. Dude, this is awesome. Oh my gosh. There's wounded militia in here? The medical droid? Lab station? Use the lab station. Can we make anything? Guys, we got like no chemicals. The only thing I can think of is just to run another antidote kit in case someone gets poisoned. So using the drone, break the mines. Reactivate the droid. Modify droid programming to immobilize its patients, 5 spikes. I've got that. Ooh, we could also do the droid's automated healing subroutines. No! What? No. I didn't know what I was doing. Shit. What if I load game? Where was I at last? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about it, guys. I'm just gonna save it and continue. You said load autosave? I was at the planes? 1846? Does that seem right? Autosave was 1846 if I save. Let's do just one test save real quick. So I can actually check my time, and then I can just compare times and see where I'm at. It'll be simple. So if I go load, 4 minutes, 18. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be worth it. It's like over 15 minutes of gameplay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Shit, and it heals them. So now they have their militia. Well, I'll still just kill them all. I mean, I'll be fine. So So, well, here's to hoping they provide bonus XP when you put them down, right? Storage. I couldn't get into storage still. So, defense droid station and workbench. Leave it alone. Let's go. Got droid parts? Droid parts? Check out all the droids. Do we reactivate them or no? Yes, we can do this. Come on now. Melee lightsaber? I don't even think we can craft any. Said you can, but it'll be tedious and can break down mines for chemicals. What's this panel do? Defense droid status? Or change defense droid target priority? Yo. Guys, do I need to reactivate them and then change their target priority? So there's something lodged in one of the droids which will allow you to kill the merchants outside. Okay. But wait, what? How am I supposed to get something like that? Here's a broken droid. I picked up stuff from all the broken droids. But these other guys, I don't know really if I need to repair them or not. So it'll pop up. Well, that was everything. I didn't see it pop up. Let me go to my journal. Hydro spanner. Data pads. I gotta like misc. I don't know if there's a way I can filter that, but it might have the wrong room or it might be adjacent to medroom and storage where I couldn't get into. Zacho, thank you so much for the like on the live, man. You guys are going crazy over there. Over 7,000 likes so far. Ah, dang. I don't think I have what I need. Let's take for parts, components. The locked door with an entrance from outside. To Kunda Plains. Okay. There's storage. So I have to enter from outside? There's also the turret control station I need to run to. You're gonna have to go and Go ahead and go. You gotta work in the morning. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Sounds good, Zacho. Dude, thank you so much for stopping by this stream tonight, man. The turrets are already sabotaged, true. I mean, yeah. Is there, like, any more I could do? Speeders can't sabotage those. The planes. Go ahead on out. Alright, let's do this. Ooh. What's nice is, like, I think we've already done majority of the quests here. It's just a matter of running around, talking to people, getting the rewards. Maybe I can make my lightsaber then, if I go to the Ebon Hawk? That's what I'm kind of hoping for right now. Should be able to. I'm just gonna head there, guys. We're gonna craft our lightsaber, and I think I will call it a night after that. Gotta get a red lightsaber. To talk to. Okay, bet. I'll talk to him, Prince. Yeah, so we'll get our lightsaber crafted tonight, and then tomorrow night we'll just be ready to like run around, complete our quests, and then we'll just head straight into this battle. Who's talking to us? Why is he looking both ways? What's he doing? Make sure to save. Oh well. Oh, that's who it is, Dalton. This is who you were talking about earlier. What have you done to the crew? What have you done to the crew? Say good luck? Oh shit. Oh, we got nobody here, bro. Oh, this could be tough. Bro. Yeah, I'll run choke again. I'm choking her. Oh, we're good. Look at that. Look at that.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force.
Let's go.
My life.
We didn't even have to have a lightsaber for that.
Yours.
Right? Well, because, guys, I ran all those debuffs all in a row. I ran choke first, so she couldn't do anything. And then we hit her with plague, and then, but like what I don't get is I figured it would take at least a little bit longer to get there, but still, I will take it. The whole time, dude, she was getting choked, and then I ran like another 2 or 3 deals. I also never changed the difficulty on this game from when I first hopped in. Instead, she resisted all your fierce attacks. Gotcha. Choke debuffs health as well. Dude, you're good, Dalton. You're good. I really, my only thought was if I could run choke, like if there's a chance that I might just like catch her, like to where she can't do anything. You said you're taking a blinker? Hell yeah, Dalton. Blinker City, man. Blinker City. My life for yours. Arise, but do not attack me again. What have you done? Ooh. You pledge yourself to me?
I have nothing to offer you.
Down with the blinker.
Your strength is superior.
Let's go. Nice, dude.
It is as I felt.
Short. Real short.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's that?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race.
Oh, man.
I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one.
Oh, alright.
It'd be tricky.
Dude, that's crazy. Okay. Killing one. Gonna be alright. She recover. I have uses for her.
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad.
Damn.
Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Let me know when she awakens. I have questions for her. So I'm gonna say.
She is a threat to us.
She's useful, and I do not mean to kill her yet.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Dark side points gained, influence gained, visas. Oh, dude. Oh, handmaiden, we lost influence. Oh well. Guys, let's go. Where's our workbench? Cargo hold, no. Main hold, cockpit, communications, storage. Garage and workbench. Okay, we're heading right to it. Do we have stuff? Or no, we gotta go talk to our guy. That's what we gotta do. No, don't leave Ebon Hawk. Do we have anything for him? Step away. No, we don't. Okay. There's T3. Where's our crew at? It's a docking bay for lightsaber. Speeder dock? Speeder dock? What are you talking about, speeder dock? Oh, the garage? Alright. I mean, that's where I just was. I thought we had to go talk to our guy first. Who we can't even find right now. Oh, no, he's there. Shit.
General, need something.
Alright.
Yes, General?
Okay. Do I have all the...
Let me see what you have.
Let's see.
That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
Dude, let's go. One-handed and double-bladed. So they're also constantly hurt for you to see. Dude, if you run double-bladed, does that kind of take away from some of your force powers, like the ability to do some of them? I might just run one-handed for now. It's like I could have swore like it took away your ability to do some of that stuff. So you don't think so? Also talk to Kree about the crystal before equipping it, and dual wield is superior to double. Gotcha. So I'll just go one-handed. Gotcha, Dalton. What color focusing crystal do you use? The focusing crystal can later be changed. Some more bonuses allowed. Violet and red. I'm gonna run red. Oh, dude, let's go. We got a red lightsaber. And now we can run to the workbench. Dude, guys. First lightsaber in KOTOR 2. Do we just create? Like, what do I have to do to create a lightsaber now? This is you said does automatically. Okay. So really I just need to upgrade. There it is. Alright, bet. Yeah, Dalton, alright, bet. We are gonna get, dude, we're gonna give it some upgrades, guys. Oh shit. Dude, okay. Stun 25 seconds. Or 25% for 6 seconds, that's what it was. Metrosuric crystal, what's this? This dark crystal is bound to Metrosuric. Its power reflects that of its master. So I have to have that in, right? The crystal is translucent? What? Oh, get it updated before equipping it? What do you mean? Update it? You mean like upgrade it? Or do you mean like update where you actually perform the upgrade to where you can then just equip it after? I feel like that's what you were. You can update the crystal to better reflect you. Oh, okay. See, that I didn't know. We'll run to her then. So we gotta talk to her, which she'll be around. All the way around here. Is she in here? No, that's the handmaiden. We don't want to talk to her. Here she is.
You
mean the blind Sith? So dialogue should tell about the Force crystal or something. Gotcha.
Her species does not see as we do.
Oh, man.
They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people.
Oh boy.
Despite
you haven't equipped your
urges,
yeah, I know.
It would be better to deal with her
I know,
now.
Dalton.
Whether you intend salvation or slavery,
I'm talking to her right
she
now.
is a threat
I wanted
to us.
get
She
that
serves
upgraded.
one of the greatest of the Sith.
So I want to
she
go
is
ahead
the
and
most
update that
trusted
crystal if we
and
can, and
only
then upgrade
apprentice.
our lightsaber.
Yet you spare her. Why?
Yeah, you spare her. Why?
We shall see. There may be value in such a choice to keep her alive. Perhaps not.
Dude.
Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. Whether mercy or lust, we have time for neither.
Whether mercy or lust. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. My intentions for her are none of your concern.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. It is good that you have never wondered what lay beneath her robes, if her alabaster skin was as white and unblemished as her face, or if perhaps she
one does not simply ignore the like button. Dude, that's crazy.
If perhaps her deferent tone
hey
would
guys,
change
we just hit
once you
12,000
held
likes.
her by
Let's
the
go.
throat and showed her
You guys
how
are going
far a
crazy
Jedi
over
can
there.
fall. Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind, exile, and such passions are not strength but erosion.
perhaps not. We shall see. If you think you know me, you are wrong.
No? Then perhaps I was simply mistaken. See to it that you do not ever think such thoughts. Mating with her will bring more harm than you know. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us. To you. Do not underestimate her. Or her loyalty.
Alright. Noted.
Then you are learning.
Then you are learning. Ooh. We're gonna gain her influence. It said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in the sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the forest, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life.
Crazy.
And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied. I fear you are right.
Yes.
And I fear it may prove more.
We told her
than that.
what's up.
War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
Alright. Other questions?
And I will answer.
Oh, that's my crystal.
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced.
Alright.
Is there something else you...
Well, that did nothing for me.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the... Close your eyes. Feel this ship around you.
Alright.
Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its
so it's
work.
already attuned to you. It will need to be done with every level up. Gotcha. Computer use. Hey, T3, it has a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace. The hum.
Damn, this is crazy.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death.
Damn.
And
you are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
That's insane, bro. No way.
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Oh, that's cool. Dark side points gained. Influence gained. Korea. Guys. Let's go, dude. Jonathan, thank you so much for the like in the live, man. Hell yeah. So what? So you think I just have to level up to use that crystal? Nope. Didn't want to leave. There we go. Let's talk to her.
my life. I felt you, heard
so
you
nope,
through the
can
Force.
use it immediately. Gotcha.
It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it. I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
Oh, alright. So just wanted to ensure it was at max attunement. Gotcha. Alright.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he
Is she a servant of Nihilus?
I could lead you to my master. I cannot permit you to find him.
Or is it, or
until
could
you
she
are
be a
ready.
servant of Scion? I mean, it could be either way. Or she's just a spy for like one of them, I bet. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready. Oh. Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Are you talking about Nihilus who feeds on the force of others? Like literally feeds on it? Oh man. So here's a hint, it's not the space zombie. I mean, that's why I'm saying Nihilus. Because Nihilus feeds on the force, literally. He like takes it away from people, or I guess he takes it from them. And their souls, I don't know. Something just insane. Nihilus is nuts. Darth Nihilus. Yo, what up? Next two things. So good to see you, bud. About to hop on BF2 to teach new players. Dude, hell yeah. Next two things. But thank you so much for the like on the live, man. Welcome back, dude. Dude, so yeah, I pretty much am to the point I'm ready to just upgrade my lightsaber now. Let's go do that. I'll come back and I can talk to her another time. I really want to build my lightsaber. Or upgrade it. So like I could just run this. I can run a power crystal. There's damage +2, attack +2. I can also run crystal fond. Damage physical 1 +1 to 6. Oh, there's also, dude, no way. I'm not too worried about the dex, but like the on hit stun 25% chance for 6 seconds. That sounds kind of nice. Check the added stats after equipping. Gotcha. Like if I try this, I got one item here. An energy cell. Well, I don't have a lens for us to upgrade, but so it says damage bonus +1 dark side. It says damage energy 3 to 21. Critical threat 19 to 20 times 2. One on hit. Stun 25% chance. 6 seconds. Oh, dude, we got all kinds. Restricted to neutral, restricted to dark side. Traditionally associated with Jedi and a lightsaber is devastating weapon. Devastating weapon, difficult to master. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and assemble. The king is lower threshold for crits. Ah, dude, we're about to pull this thing out. Look at this thing. go, guys. First lightsaber in KOTOR 2. We finally did it, man. Hey. We'll eventually get our... We got a little stance there. There's no way to change that, is there? Dude, that's dope, though. I can't believe we finally got here, man. Alright, dude, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and save on game 4 up top there. Dalton, thank you so much for the like on the live, bro. Let's go, man. There we go. Dude. Now I can kind of wind down for the night. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I thought I was gonna be off like 30 minutes ago, but here I still am. Oh, guys, so we've now crafted our first lightsaber. And of course it's red. Already got buffs on it, bro. I'm feeling pretty good about this because then next time we'll just run right into that battle. We'll even talk to some people and complete some quest lines as well. Dalton, you said your timer's still on? Oh, bet. Hold up. Let me run. Tunes? Oh my gosh. Bro, alright. But yeah, guys, so I got that pulled up. But yeah, Dalton, also. Here, let me try it. Let me just try the command. Let's see if it does it. If I just put it in. I don't know if it does, if I can override it. Danny, you said finally home? Dude, hell yeah. Hopefully work was alright for you, man. I wanted to see if the blinker command works, but I don't see it working. Dang it. Alright, we'll just go back to our other scene here. Alright, but anyways, you said great stream tonight. It was long stream. Stream help for sure, dude. You guys were huge, man, in helping me figure out where to go. That's like the main thing for me. Like, that helps me get going a little bit quicker through some of this stuff. Just knowing where to go, and then it's like it's less like I gotta think about too as I'm going through. And I can just focus more on the battles. The great stream. Okay, yeah, there we go. But yeah, anyways, guys, so next time I'm going to stream. I gotta think about this. So I got family coming up tomorrow night. I think I might be with family here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I have any opportunity to stream between tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, I will just update my story for you guys, and I'll let you guys know if I'm able to go live at a certain time. But as of right now, I'm gonna plan on streaming once again Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And sometimes I've been changing that on the story to like 7:45 p.m. Central Time, just based on like what's happened in my day and whether or not I know I can go live a little bit earlier. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna keep everyone updated, because I don't know what's gonna happen and when I'll have free time. And it might just be such a thing I just stream a little bit later at night. But as of right now, yeah, plan for guaranteed stream Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And then I'll just try to keep you guys updated the best I can on my story. If I got the time of day to pull up the stream. But yeah, hopefully you guys all have a great night. It was a swell stream by YouTube and Purple App. Hell yeah, Dalton. I appreciate it, man. Good night, Danny. And then I am also live, guys, on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hey, Domry. Come here, buddy. Come on. I won't jump up. But anyways, yeah. Usually I'm posting clips daily, guys. All you guys have to do is look up iAchieve or iAchieve Studios. You guys will find me. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for the night, get some sleep, so I gotta be up in the morning. And I'll catch you guys later. And once again, I'll try to keep you guys updated. Either I'll probably run some updates in the Discord, and a YouTube community post. So you can also subscribe to me on YouTube at iAchieve Studios. And I'll also update that community post as well, and then a Twitch story, TikTok stories will all get updated. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch everyone in the next stream.